Now this is my bib. Once again, I ate this, but I found a garlic that decided I need to grow right in the middle. He just magically, by my kids, instantly got cleaned up. And you can see some of the frost has killed some of my seedlings, so of course I'm cleaning them out today and getting rid of them. But some of this bib is right here in the front and also right over here. It is coming back. So unless I find some more in the local nursery, I'm going to just let that go and see what happens. This was a wonderful red sales red leaf lettuce, red sales, but I ate it, and then what was left, the wonderful winter got. I've got some more from the same nursery. I'm about to plant it. Once again, a very bad cabbage that will be yanked out today. I might save some of the better leaves and chop them up and put them in a soup. And once again, a red onion. I'm going to take you into the house real quickly and show you what we're going to be planting very shortly. I have to first close my screen because the purpose of this is to not get the bugs in. And if you look, it's just a normal 2 foot, 6 foot box. We have doubled it. We have also made what we consider a tabletop. And I'm going to try my best to video like my side. I don't know if that will work. But anyway, it's the side, mid-thigh. So I don't have to bend or stoop. I don't have a weed problem anymore. It's very simple. Over here, what we're going to do, we're going to build some boxes like we're going to build in just a minute. We're going to plant some cucumbers in the back to go along our fence, which will go on our side as well as our neighbors. Luckily, our neighbor is family, so they only steal a few cucumbers. They'll let us get the rest of them. And we're going to, over here, we're going to make a 4 foot by 16 between this post and this post, which was an old fence. And we're going to plant peas and put the fence back so the peas can climb on the fence, and onions in the front. This is going to be directly on the ground, 6-inch square on the ground. We're going to put landscape fabric on the bottom, and we're going to do that again between the second post, and then I don't know if you can see it, but we have a third post and a fourth post, and that's going to be where green beans and onions are. And if I run out of onions, which I have 4 sets, my plan is to plant carrots or some other root vegetable that doesn't take a lot of bending over and stooping, something that you only, occasionally have to deal with. All right, and now I'm going to go show you my seedlings. All right, here is that wonderful Brussels sprouts that I'm going to plant. And then once again, this is what the red lettuce looked like when I originally planted it. I let it grow about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I ate some in a salad. And I've also got some yellow bunching onions right here. I've got 2 of them, and another one right here. I've also got our seed potatoes, because in Texas, to February 15th, I can plant seed potatoes. Can't find Yukon Gold anywhere at local nurseries, so I had to resort to Home Depot. And so we're going to try Home Depot's Yukon Gold seed potatoes. And you can see they're very small, so depending on how many eyes I get off of them, I might cut them in half or just plain them whole. Here I've got some onions I've bought from the nursery and some red Lesotho seed potatoes in the bottom. And those are, I wrote it on the bag, the 1015 onions. And then over here I have the white Kennebec onion, seed potatoes, and the Vidalia onion set. And then over here I have some more red Lesotho that I got at the Georgetown nursery, and also some more Kennebec potatoes. It's 4.5 pounds of seed potatoes. So essentially I'm going to have, maybe 7 seed potato pounds that I'm planting, which didn't cost that much. It's going to be a lot cheaper if they do grow. I got some Juliet tomatoes that very shortly I'll be putting in, transplanting and putting them in my mother-in-law-to-be's greenhouse, and then I'll be planting those in the garden. And then I have the onions, which are candy and white and another yellow. I wrote it down because I'm really forgetful. And then a garden bean, Romano. It's an Italian bean, and it's going to... So anyway, that's our garden. and what it looks like now. I'm going to show one more time. And it's like I said, this is our experiment until we get all the beds in and find out which varieties grow best in our region and our zone, because some of the information is correct online, but some of it also, it depends on what type of soil you're using. And in the box with the sweet peas, we're completely using 100% of Mel's mix, which we mixed up ourselves. In the screen-in box, we had a wonderful potato experiment last year that did not work in Texas. Repeat, did not work. And what it was we were stacking the tires with seed potatoes, and we've got some Miracle-Gro potting soil, and I still have the soil in that one. And then as the plants would grow, we would stack a tire and add more dirt, and so on until I got each one about 4 to 5 high. But then what the problem was is I think in Texas, potatoes and tires do not work. For the simple fact is it's too hot. Those black tires, when it's 100 degrees outside, they're getting 100, 125. And those plants, you could find the peels of the potatoes that were growing in the bottom, that they had just disintegrated. And so we're going to reuse this potato dirt for potatoes, but we're going to amend it a lot. We're going to add some vermiculite and some peat moss and some compost. We had chickens, so we have some compost that's like 1.5 years old, so it's completely not hot anymore. We're also going to get some things like bone meal and but as you can see, right now, this is my backyard. I got to clean up, pick up the tarp that I had covering the winter plants. But there's my screened-in box, and it is a 4x7, only because at the time, that's the piece of plywood we had. Now that one, we completely had to buy the plywood, so it is a 4x8. And I recommend making 4x8 because you already got the sheet of plywood like that. Now this one, we're not making 4x8. We're actually making it a 4x16 because the 16-foot boards that you'll see laying over here are a lot cheaper than the 8-foot boards. So we're going to put a tarp on the bottom, and oh my God, this video has been 20 minutes. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I promise next videos will be a lot shorter. And I'm going to talk about different things that work and don't work in Zone 8 in Texas, right outside of Boston. Thanks for watching Texas Hot Tamales Gardens.